Justice Kiran Bedi didn't get punished for chalaning Indira Gandhi's car. And that is to the credit of Indira Gandhi, Charu Pragya. Yeah. What is the difference between what has happened in Rajasthan and what has happened, Charu, in Himachal is this. In Himachal, this young IPS officer took on someone who was from the ruling party, which is why she has been shunted out. Now, in Rajasthan, of course, the case is opposite. This is a rebel Congress MLA who slapped the SDM, and therefore the BJP government ensured that he got arrested, which is the right thing to do. But is it unfortunate that this is the level at which the relationship between netas and bureaucrats has reached, where you simply don't think of anything before slapping an SDM or shunting out an IPS officer for merely doing her job?
Good evening, Shreya. I wish our topic of the debate today was something which was a little better, but this is a heartbreaking situation. I come from a bureaucratic family. My father was an IPS officer, served his whole life. And yes, the situation of officers getting transferred because they are merely doing their job well is a persistent one. At the same time, there are an equal number of officers who push back, and they push back strongly. Respectfully, I would like to disagree with sir on the panel who said that everybody is willing to compromise and it was better earlier. Sir, maybe in some ways it was better earlier, but today at least we have media that is willing to cover stories such as this. At least we have social media which does not allow such stories to be swept under the carpet and forgotten. We can at least bring them up. Ilma Afroz is a woman who was selected from over 13 lakh candidates. Barely 150 IPS officers are selected every single year. So yes, she's brilliant. She was doing her job fabulously well. It is not just finding the car which belonged to an MLA. There was another situation with her where a scrap trader complained of shots being fired on his vehicle. Later it was told that all this was done to get a gun license. The scrap trader is allegedly very close to a senior Congress leader in Himachal, and all of this added up to a situation where we had a young officer refusing to bow down to political pressure and politicians who thought they could do what they want and get away with it. A situation such as this is unfortunately getting common in our country. In Delhi, we had another leader misbehave with the IAS officer at Shaheen Bagh. Recently, Renuka Shahani had an incident where she held on to a police officer with his collar, dragged him a short distance because she didn't want to be stopped doing whatever she was doing. Alok Sharma, national spokesperson of the Congress party, actually on television hurled a whole glass of water on a retired army officer. So incidents like this, where you think that just because you have a little bit of political clout or power is going to allow you to get away with this behavior, is not going to continue. I still like to look at the glasses half full, Shreya, and okay. I want to thank you for picking up this story today.
Kapil Madan, what even explains this behavior? I mean, many people argue that as democracies mature, it is obviously the elected representative that will take over from the bureaucrat, and there will be friction. If you can learn to work together, great. Otherwise, situations like this will arise. But what has happened today is that electoral politics is so competitive. Many people argue that netas only want to work with bureaucrats and IPS officers who are committed to them and their ideology and not necessarily to the people of this country. Is there any way to defend what Himachal Pradesh has done with this young IPS officer?
Now, Shreya, I'll be making two very quick points here. Insofar as this issue in Himachal Pradesh is concerned, at least whatever I could, search on the media and, other platforms such as Twitter, I don't think, the IPS herself has made, any allegation anywhere. And if the story which you are saying is indeed true, that she was indeed transferred for challaning the, minister and the MLA, then I'm sure, the officer, has a recourse available. She can approach the court, and this kind of high-headedness of the administration should be called out, be it BJP, be it Congress, or be it any other party. But let me also give you another side of it. Now, sometimes it do happens that the bureaucrats and the officials who are working in the administrations, because of their particular political lineage, they do cross the line. And I'll give you an example, a very categorical and a very recent example. Recently, what the Honorable Supreme Court has said. You may recall yesterday, Supreme Court passed the bulldozer judgment, wherein the court has called that this is lawlessness, and the court has also extended the judgment and said that the officials who are involved in this illegal demolitions, the recovery has to be made from them. So all I am saying is, yes, I do agree with you that politicians and people who are at the influential position in the society, they do try to create roadblocks sometimes in
But Kapil Madan,
the way official needs to function. But there is an opposite
Kapil
side
Madan,
to
what
it.
are you saying? You are saying that Ilma Afroz had a political leaning
No,
because
no,
of which she
I
was
didn't say that.
incapable of
No,
working
no,
of
I never
working
said that.
with this
No.
particular Congress MLA or the Congress government. Huh.
No, I never said that. I never suggested that. And I only said what I said was that there is no empirical, verifiable information available wherein the IPS officer herself has made this allegation, which we are debating on the story. What I'm saying is that there could be a possibility that what we are debating is
She will
not
obviously
true
not come
because
on
she
the public
herself
and
is
make
not.
any allegation, na? She's
No,
still
I'm
in
sorry.
service.
No,
She's
Shreya,
still in
just a minute.
service. She's ruled by the Official Secrecy Act. She will
Shreya,
not come out
just
and make a statement in
now,
public.
no,
But the
Shreya,
fact is
it
that
doesn't happen like
everyone
that.
in Baddi
Shreya,
knows that the
Shreya,
local MLA
Shreya,
had launched a war against her. He
Shreya,
had even gone to the assembly seeking her to be
Shreya,
transferred out of Baddi.
Shreya, all I'm saying is that you have
Now
given
he gets his way and you're saying,
uninterrupted
nahin, nahin,
one.
the two are not
No,
linked.
no, Shreya, allow me to, finish. I think I can expect an uninterrupted time, at least on your show, because you've been kind enough all throughout the shows and everyone has spoken uninterrupted. What I am saying here is that if there is let's assume for a minute this story is indeed true. I'm not admitting, but I am assuming that this is indeed true. But if there is an illegal suspension, or if there is any illegality that has been committed towards any individual, be it an officer or any other class of citizen, he or she has an avenue to approach the court. I mean, it is preposterous to say that if a wrong has been committed to an individual, especially a person who is a protector of rule
No,
of
she
law,
will
she
approach.
is prohibited
No,
from
she will
approaching the
approach.
court and
She
calling
will
out this
approach
is
the
an illegal.
authorities that need to be approached. She may or may not. But that's
No,
not the point. The point
Shreya,
of what we are
now,
debating today is
that's
the
the point.
high-handedness and arrogance that netas have shown this week itself. And
Now,
these
Shreya,
two cases have come to the media.
Now-
God knows
now-
there are 500 such cases that
Shreya,
don't
that's
come to the media.